Good day, good afternoon, and good night to all. We are Al'Fado, a fresh Israeli-Portuguese ensemble based in the rich music scene of Lisbon in Portugal. We focus on music originating from the Iberian Peninsula, through the cultures of the medieval times, Hebrew communities, and the chant in an ancient dialect of Spanish mixed with Portuguese and Hebrew, called Ladino. This musical tradition is inspired by other local musical genres, such as fado and flamenco. Al'Fado has released its debut album, Nacimiento, or Birth, in Ladino. In this album, we aim to capture this special moment in the group's life cycle as an ensemble. It highlights elements of inception, first encounters, the collisions of ideas and musical personas, and the primal and vital energy that all characterize this phase of our artistic process as an ensemble. In this special streamed concert, we hope to invite you into our musical journey between Ladino and Fado, between scenic landscapes, continents, through different languages and dialects, mixing and exploring different musical paths and cultural sense. We would like to thank the Israeli Embassy to the US, the Portuguese Embassy to the US, the Shin DC organization, the Israeli Embassy to Portugal, and the Jewish community of Lisbon in Portugal for the invitation and the support in producing this special concert of Al'Fado. We would also like to thank personally to our hosts here in this beautiful quinta in the outskirts of Sintra, Peter and Valerie, and to Celine for the contact. Thank you also to Kobi Zalko, who helped us with the research about the music that you are about to hear. We hope you will all enjoy your time with us. La rosa enflorece, tzur mishelo achalnu. We chose to open this program with one of the most familiar Ladino songs of all times, La rosa enflorece. The melody of this song is used commonly in many Israeli households and in a lot of Jewish Sephardi homes around the world. It is a common version of a traditional piyut used as a part of the blessing of the food. Tzur mishelo achalnu. The Sephardi romance, romanza, is known to have been sang in its original form without the second verse that was later on added by the Anusim, or the coerced Jews that fled from Spain to Portugal, and it was commonly sang in the region of Belmonte in Portugal. It is a description of the anguishing and tormenting of a soul deeply in love, going through misery and suffering. These extreme emotions are emphasized and enhanced then on the background of the beautiful blossoming of nature and the wildlife world in the month of May. This romanza, like many others, is thought to be dated back to the 15th century in Spain, at the golden age of the Sephardi Jewish diaspora in Andalusia. Since then, it has passed around the world with the Jewish people, being passed from mouth to ear and sang from one to the other.
צומי שלא אכלנו בחרב va Adonai Savanu ve'otanu Kirva Adonai. La rosa florece en el mes de mayo, mi alma se escurece sufriendo del amor, mi alma se escurece sufriendo del amor. Los birbiricus cantan, suspirando el amor y la pasión me mata, un chivo a mi dolor y la pasión me mata, un chivo a mi dolor. Más presto ven, paloma, más presto ven a mí, más presto tú mi alma, que yo me voy a morir. Más presto tú mi alma, que yo me voy a morir. Más presto tú mi alma, que yo me voy a morir. Más presto tú mi alma, que yo me voy a morir.
Hija mía, mi querida, my dear daughter, no te eches a la mar. Do not throw yourself into the sea. Que la mar está en fortuna. Mira que te va a llevar. Because the sea is unfortunate. Beware, because it might take you. This song is dated to the times of the Ottoman Empire and is considered one of the cantigas. Hija mía is a dialogue between a mother and her daughter. The mother warns her daughter from the risks lurking in the sea. The sea representing the entanglements of love, of course. The mother begs her daughter to not throw herself into the dangerous waves of the ocean. The daughter, on the other hand, is desperate of loneliness and despair, and despite the dangers and the risks, answers to her mom that she wishes the sea would take her down to the depths and to the abyss. She wishes to be devoured by a blackfish and to be saved from love. Other important artists such as Joaquin Diaz, Amina Alawi, and more have created their own versions to this beautiful Sephardi folk song too. We have come up with our own version to this song, written by our percussionist, Diogo Melo de Carvalho. Diogo also decided to incorporate the unusual clarinet playing that I will do, and the even more unusual sound of the Indian drums, the tablas, which you will soon hear.
Mia mi querida mano de Cesarama, que la mar está en fortuna, mira que te va a llevar, que la mar está en fortuna, mira que te va a llevar. Lleve que me traiga manamán 7 fundas de rondo, que me engluta un peixe preto para salvar del amor, que me engluta un peixe preto para salvar del amor. Hija mía, mi querida mamá, no te eches a la mar, que la mar está en fortuna, mira que te va a llevar, que que te vai levar.
As a part of our work, we not only play Ladino, but also include our own versions of fado music, the typical and familiar traditional Portuguese music. Barco Negro is considered a very familiar and popular part of the fado music scene in Portugal, although, originally, it was not written as a fado at all. This beautiful song came to us from Brazil. It was written by Caco Velho and Piracini in 1954. It was called My Preta, Black Mother, and had other lyrics. It became very popular in both Brazil and Portugal, but was banned in Portugal for its controversial content, criticizing racism and slavery in Brazil. The poet, David Mourão Ferreira, then wrote new lyrics to the beautiful melody to be sang by the great Amália Rodrigues. The song was then widely spread through the French film Amantes do Tejo. After the 25th of April Revolution, Amália Rodrigues recorded the song again with the original text in 1978. Well, like that girl standing on the beach with her heart longing for her beloved sailor, gone far away, we also feel these days the strong sensation of longing to meet again with our loved ones, our families, our friends, fellow musicians, and our lovely audiences around the world. And maybe, like that young girl in the song, we also can indulge ourselves, even for a moment, believing all of those people we miss so much are not really away. They are all around us. Wherever we look, we can feel them surrounding us with good energies, love and hope, carried away by a little boat in the sea.
Temendo que me achasses feia, acordei tremendo, deitada na areia. Mas logo os teus olhos disseram que não, e o sol penetrou no meu coração. Mas logo os teus olhos disseram que não, e o sol penetrou no meu coração. Vi depois numa rocha uma cruz, e o teu barco negro dançava na luz. Vi teu braço acenando entre as velas já soltas. Dizem as velhas na praia que não voltas. São loucas, são loucas. Eu sei, meu amor, que nem chegaste a partir, pois tudo em meu redor me diz que estás sempre comigo. Eu sei, meu amor, que nem chegaste a partir, pois tudo em meu redor me diz que estás sempre comigo. No vento que lança areia nos vidros, na água que canta, no fogo mortiço, no calor do leito, nos bancos vazios, dentro do meu peito estás sempre comigo. No calor do leito, nos bancos vazios, dentro do meu peito estás sempre comigo. Eu sei, meu amor, que nem chegaste a partir, pois tudo em meu redor me diz que estás sempre comigo. Eu sei, meu amor, que nem chegaste a partir, pois tudo em meu redor me diz que estás sempre comigo. Eu sei, meu amor, pois tudo em meu redor me diz que estás sempre comigo. Eu sei, meu amor, que nem chegaste a partir, pois tudo em meu redor me diz que estás.
Well, our journey in the seas continues. Se la mare era de leche, if the sea was made of milk, the sailor's dream. This song is a tale about a muse, a mermaid, that the sailors and fishermen are dreaming of. They long to meet her so much that they would give their kingdom for it. They say that somewhere in the middle of the sea, on an island, there is a tower. And up in the tower, there's a window. And in that window sits a girl who loves the sailors and the seamen. Please, give me your hand so I could climb up to your nest and sleep with you there, asks the sailor. The song is making use of the symbol of the pigeon, influenced by another earlier romanza, Tres Hermanicas, which we also recorded in our album. The arrangement we created to this ancient song is a result of work we started with the pianist João Esteves Paulo de Silva, which we also had the honor to host in our album. It offers our modern perspective of this piece, including interchanging tempos and timestamps influenced by more recent styles of music like jazz and fusion. This is La Serena.
Si la marera de leche y los barquitos de canela, yo me mancharía entera por salvarla mi bandera. Yo me mancharía entera por salvarla mi bandera. Si la marera de leche, yo me haría un pescador, pescaría mis dolores con palabricas de amor, pescaría mis dolores con palabricas de amor. En la ventana una hija que los marineros aman. En la ventana una hija que los marineros aman. Dame tu mano paloma para subir a tu nido. Malicia que duerme sola, vengo a dormir contigo. Malicia que duerme sola, vengo a dormir contigo. Máteme con tus amores, en tus brazos moriré. Máteme con tus amores, en tus brazos moriré. Máteme con tus amores, en tus brazos moriré. Mátame con tus amores, en tus brazos moriré.
Well, we are reaching the end of our concert. And we chose to include, for the last part of this concert, a modern Ladino song. As I was researching to create the program of Al'Fado, I went through the internet and through other resources, and I came across a song that really caught my ears. This song, I learned later, was written by a woman named Flori Jagoda. I did some research and I learned that Flori was born in Yugoslavia a long time ago. And then, through the 2 world wars, she somehow survived. She met an American soldier, they got married, and she went with him to the USA. So I was exploring that path, and then I found out that Flori Jagoda is actually still here. She's still alive in the USA, in Washington, D.C., or very close to it. And it just so happened that shortly after I discovered this, I was planned to go to the US to visit some family, not far from Washington, D.C. as well. So I pulled some strings on social media, and then somehow I got to the contacts of Flori Jagoda's family. And guess what? We managed to somehow set an appointment. And as I went to the USA, I got to visit Flori in her own house. She didn't know me, but as I walked through the door, the moment she saw me, her face was lit. A huge smile spread on her face from ear to ear. She spread her hands towards me and told me, "I heard you were coming to sing to me," smiling. So, obviously, we went together to the living room, pulled a guitar, and just started playing Ladino songs together. And then I played Flori her own song that I loved so much. This song is called Ricordus di Minona, Memories of My Grandmother. And Flori wrote it about memories she had from her family and from her grandmother back in the village in Yugoslavia, about that special evening of Shabbat, Erev Shabbat, Vespera de Sábado. It's actually the Friday evening. And it's a very, very unique moment in every Jewish family's lives, where we have unique traditions as lighting candles and saying special prayers and chants. And Flori remembers that. And on top of all, she remembers the beautiful stories and songs of love that her nonna was singing to her. So I sang Flori this song, and I asked her permission if we, Al'Fado, could play this song in our concerts to all of you. So, from us to you, with a lot of love, Ricordus di Minona. Thank you so much.
Cada noce de Shabbat mi ricordo di mi nonna con la luz de las candelas mandando sus velajas, lungas noches del invierno asentada en el mindar. Cantaba las cantigas y las lindas consejicas de amor. Cada noche de Shabbat mi ricordo di mi nonna con la luz de las candelas, mándanos sus verajas, lungas noches del invierno, sentada en almindar, nos cantaba las canticas y las lindas consejicas de amor. Mi dormia con su scema, mi ricordo las canticas y las lindas consejicas, y las lindas consejicas de amor. Con su scema mi ricordo las canticas y las lindas consejicas, y las lindas consejicas. Mi dormia con su scema, mi ricordo las canticas y las lindas consejicas, y las lindas consejicas de amor. Mi dormia con su scema, mi ricordo las canticas y las lindas consejicas, y las lindas consejicas de amor. Noche de Shabbat, cada noche de Shabbat.
So, from our hearts, we are very happy that you joined us. We hope that you enjoyed the concert and will enjoy further on. We also want to remind you that you can follow us on the social media, and also you have a chance to already buy our album Nacimiento on our website and all the different platforms. So, hope to see you face to face very soon. Love you, Al'Fado.
La mare è una torre, e una torre è una ventana.